Hi Sarah, this is Lynn. I'm going over the submission of your worksheet for the second round, and I had a few pieces of feedback I'd like to give you on this. I'm going to type the answers as well, but I wanted to accompany that with a video to provide some context. I think it might be a little easier for you to understand some of the things that I have been trying to explain in the worksheet. The first question that I'd like to talk about is on page 3. The revision instructions here are referencing why doesn't the special situation apply? And then in your answer, you kind of said that it's because the syllabus, the special situation doesn't apply because the institution requires proficient speech. I think that you might be getting a little confused there, and I just want to kind of head you back in the right direction. If you look in the annotation for Specific Review Standard 2.1 in the rubric, there is specific reference to the special situation, what it is, and it gives you kind of the instructions on how to figure out if it actually applies. You will need to take a look at the course worksheet, and that instructions on how to access that should be in the instructions for this assignment, and it's also on our Moodle homepage for the class. So if you want to just redo your answer to that after looking at the annotation for Standard 2.1, then that question will be met. Let's see. Good job, yes. Deliver is at the application level. With this one, we're on page 7. This is question 4. I asked basically, I didn't require you to revise for this one, so I appreciate the extra work that you did here to explain the alignment. This particular question is asking of the course objectives that are listed on the previous page, which one of them are consistent with the chapter level objectives. So if I scroll up here, these are the chapter level objectives. So you've initially indicated that the chapter level objective to develop, outline, and deliver a 3 to 4 minute speech is consistent with these two course objectives. And in my feedback, I was telling you that there is one more that it is consistent with. And so is that A, D, or E, keeping in mind that if any element of the course objective is something that students use in developing, delivering, or outlining a speech, then that would mean that it's consistent with that particular objective. So you don't have to add any more to that, but I wanted to kind of clarify what I was trying to say in my feedback there. And then the final question here at the end, thank you for providing that additional information to kind of clarify where I was coming from with my original feedback. Bloom's taxonomy is all of the cognitive process dimension. So there are different taxonomies for the affective domain, and the psychomotor domain. So you can't kind of say that the develop, outline, and deliver fall in the cognitive domain of Bloom's taxonomy, because Bloom's taxonomy is the cognitive domain. So what I was asking for in my feedback was for you to identify which level of Bloom's taxonomy that develop, outline, and deliver fall under. So is it at the remember level, the understand level, the apply level, the analyze level, the evaluate level, or the create level? Why do you feel that they are at that level that you have identified, and is that level appropriate for a 1000 level course? So you've kind of answered that in your second part here about the annotation. It seems like you have a good understanding of how the objectives are, they can kind of build off of one another. They probably need to start at the lower level and move up. But I sense a little bit of confusion in you on some of the terminology and language about Bloom's. So Bloom's taxonomy is the cognitive domain. What level of the cognitive process dimension is develop, outline, and deliver at? Which one of these is that at? Okay, I hope that this helps to clarify some of what I wrote in my feedback. I apologize if it wasn't clear to begin with. So you should use your third attempt to revise your answers and resubmit this. Okay, thank you.